Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is a book authored by me, Swati Prakash, and available on my website, earthhealingnetwork.com, where you can find articles as well as information, guidance on how we can manifest a better reality. My profession, I'm a tarot and spiritual healer, a Wiccan who believes that we must harm none. And other than that, we are free to believe and practice whatever we will, as long as it doesn't at least harm others. Now, let us understand why we must be vegan. There are 150 arguments debunked in this book so that we can stop this ghastly practice of harming other beings, harming other intelligent, sensitive, cute, beautiful animals. Imagine harming children and babies of humans. Isn't it worse than that? Because these animals are so innocent, so vulnerable, so sweet, and they deserve all the love. And we need to love ourselves. So before I begin, I'll take a card message from this tarot deck, which is of animal spirits, and I've got this beautiful bird, nightingale spirit. And the nightingale, sings and says love is all around. Now, we do rejoice and love nature. We all need beauty of nature. We love animals because they are beautiful. Love is indeed all around. If we look, we find it. And that is what nature is. It is a manifestation of love, manifestation of the beauty, the goddess of nature, Prakriti, and love for all creation is the only way to the goddess, who is our high self. But what is it that the devil has to say against this? Because devil is the opposite of love. It is fear. It is hate. It is someone who abuses. Now, let us see if there is an argument that we can debunk today. And I'll pick up an argument at random. The argument that has come, argument number 121, comes from India. Milk is an intrinsic part of our festivals and worships and is a symbol of goddess Lakshmi. So we need to use milk to worship in our temples. Now, what a coincidence. I picked up a card. I said love is all around, and I spoke about the goddess, spoke about my beliefs in the goddess. And this has been the argument I picked up completely at random. It was the first argument that came up now. I have written that from Christmas to Diwali, the matrix of religions is used to fool us human beings into consumerism. Yes, in the matrix, everything is made into a motto of advertising and marketing. So you are sold dairy objects. It's become a way of marketing dairy sweets and dairy products to you. And that's what they mean by prosperity, not your prosperity, but their prosperity, because they want you to consume things that they prepare, because the meat and dairy industry are one. Now remember that. If you're buying dairy products, you are buying slaughter, you're buying abuse of animals. You are investing money in that. Do you really want to do it? Is that the way to celebrate the goddess, or is that the way to kill the goddess? Think about it. Good fortune and prosperity doesn't come from this, because the more you have dairy all around in India, the dirtier, the more terrible the country and the continent and the whole world is getting. It stinks because these animals are kept in unhygienic conditions, stinking sheds. In their own filth they live. They are full of infections and germs. Those germs are passed on to you by the dairy industry because they don't care about you and your prosperity, because health is wealth. They care about their temporary prosperity, and they will cause climate change because methane from these dairy farms is causing climate change. Remember, I said the meat industry is the beef industry because every cow is abused. She goes through the stress and trauma of forcibly being made pregnant, which some people also call rape. I say it too because it is a violation of her trust. You have thrust the artificially insemination, that product into her, the rod, the steel rod, and impregnated her. This is wrong. You have made her go through labor, forced her to give birth to babies year after year. See, repeatedly she goes through pregnancy to just keep lactating so that she gives the milk to you. Is this not an abuse of the goddess? And yes, her male children will be murdered because they are no use to you who wants milk because they can't produce milk. Or they'll be left to eat plastic. I have seen in my recent trip to Vrindavan, known as the land of Krishna and Radha, the goddess, that all these little calves, I actually stopped a calf from consuming a bag of plastic from a garbage dump. He was there because he had no food to eat and he was just abandoned by the farmers. There are so many over there and so many garbage dumps and abandoned cattle dying and stinking fill these surroundings. Is this called God and Goddess? Is this called worship? Because God and Goddess are nature. Where is your mind? Why have you thought that the idols and statues are gods and goddesses to be decorated and perfumed and dressed up in artificial temples when nature is the temple? Nature is the goddess. Your body is your temple. You are the goddess in it. So each body, including the non-human animal, they are goddesses. The cow is also a symbol of Lakshmi, and her milk is for her baby. That's why it is a symbol of Lakshmi. It's not for you. Now, you consider Kamdhenu, the cow of plenty, to be found in some imaginary location of heaven. Economic prosperity, say they're tempting you. So the devil tempts you that the cow gives you prosperity because you are exploiting the cow. You're abusing the cow. Imagine somebody makes me a slave and makes me produce milk to give to others and kills my babies for it and abuses me year after year for it. Is this normal? Is this called heaven? Or are you giving hell to the animal whom you are exploiting economically as a slave? Sexually exploiting and abusing her as a slave. Is this true? Do you have to put Shiva, the milk on Shiva's lingams in temples? Do you have to pour milk on it? Isn't this something that God hates? Your abuse of animals? Dirty, germ-infested, mastitis-infested milk, product of violence. Rivers of milk and honey are visualized in both Christian and Hindu myths as heavenly. No, animals don't just give you milk and honey. They're abused for it. They have to produce babies for it. They are made homeless for it. They are put in artificial environments for it. They're brought by sexual violence. They're injected the semen into their feminine parts forcibly, and then they are made to breed. They are slaves for you. It's dirty to have such rivers of milk. They are stinking rivers. Now, no festival is complete without the abuse of the goddess, the cows, and similar to it is the abuse of female humans. You are worshipping them in temples and taking their processions and idols out as idols. They are not the real goddess. The real god, the real goddess is the soul. Where is your intelligence? Where is your sensibility? Be plant-based. If you really are after sweets, have a plant-based sweet, have vegan sweets, make your own, or just have fruits and vegetables. Didn't Krishna say, just give me leaves or flowers and water? That's all that I need. Don't give me any other sacrifice. No animals, no animal products are mentioned in Gita at all as suitable to be offerings to God and Goddess. So let us hope you reflect upon this. There's more here in this book. You can read the entire answer in detail, but I hope this video helps you. Please share it, spread this message, spread it all around, share, like, and subscribe to my channel at Earth Healing Network on YouTube. Thank you.